Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce Serge Novaretti, also from the European Commission. He's going to talk to us about the Connecting Europe facility and how this facility can be used to move from development to piloting to deployment. And I see you're here already. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Dear distinguished guests, dear participants, now I would like to come back of what Vice President Ansip raised this morning. Public services should be designed first cross-border. So coming back to the digital single market strategy, we are here to contribute to this big challenge. And how we can contribute to it is to develop more digital public services who are across border, to make, of course, life of citizens and businesses easier and much simpler, as has been explained this morning also by Vice President. In the digital single market strategy, we will develop a new eGov action plan. So this one is under preparation because the previous one has ended at the end of 2015. But I cannot disclose today anything about this new eGov action plan, so I will more come back on what has been achieved under the previous action plan. I know that I have only 10 minutes, so just to be on the safe side, I will start with the conclusions of my speech. What you should take away today of my presentation is two things. One, we have built on the work of member states through large-scale pilots. A lot of member states, up to 22 member states, have worked together during the last 5 years to come up with interoperability solutions. We have taken over those solutions, and now we are operating those interoperability solutions at European level, so you can already use as public administration, as IT industry, private company, those interoperability solutions to build your own cross-border public services. This is the first message. Second one is to speed up the process of what we call an ecosystem of public services at European level. We can give you some money. So there will be outside the room some leaflets where you can apply for call for proposal under the Connecting Europe Facility funding program. And here we can help you to use those European services and to connect to them. Now maybe you want to know the story behind that. So here we are speaking about cross-border public services. As it was mentioned this morning, we started in different areas. Of course, anybody now wants to move from one member state to another freely. So this already happened for goods, capital, and so on, but not maybe for data and for public services. As it was already mentioned, more and more people are moving across border, and they want to benefit from public services outside the state where they have been born. So this applies for citizens who want to get medication abroad, business who want to set up a new branch abroad, for example, also for the merge of two companies from different member states. So now everything will be able to be made digitally. This has only a few examples where we have started from to work with all member states in the framework of what has been already set up this morning, open government. Open government is first a change of mindset. It's not so easy to change your mindset and to be, in a summary, proud, not only about what you are doing at local, regional, national level, but to be proud after a big project like the large-scale pilots about what you have all achieved at European level all together. And this is really the new mindset in which we are working today to define interoperability solutions at European level. I will not repeat all the principles that have been mentioned this morning by Vice President. Transparency, cross-border by default, open by default, the once-only principles that are illustrated here. I will move directly to the success stories that we have had with all member states. So we have had different large-scale pilots where the Commission funds half of the budget of those pilots. So you can read here how many projects we have had in different areas. They have developed more or less their own solution. They have also started to collaborate since 2008 to share common solutions between different areas, being public procurement, justice, e-health. So the goal is not to develop once again the same solutions, but to share and reuse common solutions. And the last one of the pilot is ISA². ISA² is about 24 organizations working together. More than 50 public administration ministries all over Europe working together, and more than 700 of people working on a daily basis all together to achieve and to develop common solutions at a European level. So what we have done since 2008 is to start from piloting, so all those pilots in different areas, to consolidate everything in the ISA² pilot, and now to move everything to what we call Connecting Europe. Connecting Europe aims to develop this ecosystem where developing new public services across borders will be much faster. We will reduce cost, and we will also reduce time to market, and of course, increase interoperability within this ecosystem when all public services can be developed much more faster. How to do that? Because we need money. So now, to move from those pilots to something operational, we have the Connecting Europe Facility program. So we have only a part of it because, of course, we have the transport, energy, and telecom as big area. And here we have some budget to fund what we call sector-specific digital service infrastructures, being in health area, maritime surveillance, different sectors area. And we have building blocks, digital services infrastructures. What are the first building blocks that we are operating today? We have, of course, something to identify people and legal entities. It's electronic e-ID. We have also e-signature. We have e-delivery, e-invoicing, and also automatic translations. So now those services are starting, and they will be sustained all over the Connecting Europe funding program, so up to 2020. And we are also studying how to sustain them more or less forever, because they should become commodities in Europe. Not only building blocks, not only IT solutions, but they should become commodities all over Europe to be used by citizens and businesses. What are those building blocks? Those building blocks, of course, ensure interoperability across border, across domain, and also cross-border. How they do that? It's very simple. They are just using the same standards or the same technical specifications as is stated as interoperability agreement in the European interoperability framework. Of course, it looks very simple, but to agree on standards is not so easy because there are a lot of standards. And then when you have chosen a standard or a technical specification, you need also to profile it. And you need to agree on how to implement these standards. And this is a lot of complexity. So the result is agreeing on standard using the same standards at European level, but is the simplicity of complexity. Of course, we are relying on standardization bodies like SENS and LKC, and also on foreign consortia like W3C, OASIS, and so on, to build our interoperability solutions. What are the building blocks? So, just as have been said, it's mainly standards and technical specifications. In addition to that, the minimum service that we are providing at European level is conformance testing, to be sure that your solutions are compliant with the standard and the profile that we have all agreed together. When I say we, it's the member states. It's not the Commission, it's the member state and the Commission. And on top of the use of the standard, we can, depending on the building block, provide software, sample implementation. We can provide services when it's needed to have communication, for example, from one point to another when we need somebody to put messages from one side to another. We can provide testing services, supporting to help all public administration in Europe to use the standards, to use the services, and to set up their own solution at national or regional or local level. And we will, of course, improve those services because we have just started to develop them with all the member states. So we have also governance to be able to improve those services. Here's my last slide. It's just to show you the complementarity of all the programs. So we are starting, for example, with the large-scale pilots through Horizon 2020 funded program, and one project can directly jump because it's already mature enough to be funded by the CEF, or it should be mature by the ISA² program, or it can also be born in ISA² program and then run, because ISA can also operate services. So all those three programs, funding programs, are complementary one to each other. Then you will find outside where you can find some money if you want to use those services. And I will end my presentation here. So it's a collaboration also within the Commission, because as Vice President Ansi said, we need, as a Commission, also to lead by example. So this is cooperation between DG Digit and DG Connect and all DGs who are responsible of the sector, justice, ES, and so on. And within the Commission also, in the new EGOV action plan, the Commission may commit also to use those building blocks, of course. Thank you for your attention.